so much time that you can't get back. When you get knocked down to the floor, like you just can't take anymore. When you get sent back to the start, man, just remember we can all fall apart and we can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can know, we can die together. We can all just fall apart. We can live, we can love, yes, we can spark. We can give, we can hold, we can shine forever.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
Choose your command. You have chosen
the Face Off Hockey Show.
I mean, hockey is my life. I've got on hockey underwear right now.
The Face Off Hockey Show. With Scotty Waz. Sean O.
Breakaway. Big shooting stars! There we go!
And the P-Boys, Johnny and Mark with the C.
Yeah, baby.
You believe it not? Oh, yes!
Here's your host for the Face Off Hockey Show, Scotty Waz.
Well, you know it's a good show when we've got no Mark and Johnny and special guest. That's about it.
Yep. All right. Well, see you guys next week.
All right. See you. See you guys later. Have fun. No, Face Off Hockey Show, hanging out. We're doing things. I'm Scotty Waz. That's Johnny P.
Yes. Hi.
This is Jen, the NHL History Girl. Say hi, Jen, the NHL History.
Hi.
Hi. You have to speak louder. We really need that microphone thing again.
The eyeball?
Yeah. Well, no, just the microphone in general.
The sign?
Yeah, the sign of microphones.
Yeah, but the sign told us that microphones hear everything.
That's true. They pick up all sound in all directions.
So that means that Jen is actually on point with her talking.
We'll agree to disagree on this one, I guess.
Most likely.
Yeah. So what's up, Johnny? How are you, bud?
Great. I think. I don't know. I mean, things are pretty normal. I hung out with a bunch of 3-year-olds this weekend. It was a 3-year-old's birthday party, my friend's 3-year-old. So I went and took pictures of everything so that I don't have to talk to people. So yeah, being the photographer is always a smart thing. You don't really have to talk to people. You just kind of take care of it. And they paid me in 64 ounces of loose cannon.
You know what? That's a good payment, actually.
Well, what I did not realize was that the apparently growlers of loose cannon go bad in 48 hours. There's a little disclaimer on the back. Effectively, it's saying, we didn't vacuum seal this thing, so there's air in there, and the beer is going to go bad. And I went, all right, guess I have to drink it. So I drank a lot of beer on Sunday. Just throwing that out there. 64 ounces is a little over 5 beers. 5 12-ounce beers, because I could do math. So yeah, that occurred. And then
essentially you drank a pitcher plus 4 ounces.
Yeah, definitely. Of loose cannon. Of 7.25% loose cannon.
That'll knock you on your ass.
I was a loose cannon, that's for damn sure.
Yeah. Good job, Brian Pillman.
Yeah. What? I don't know. I'm gonna give an early shout out though to Lionel Messi.
Okay.
He broke some German ankles this afternoon and scored a absolutely fantastic goal. The Twitter sphere loves it. I was also, it's weird looking at the Face Off Hockey Show Twitter before the show because I don't really follow a whole lot of people, but Face Off Hockey Show does. So you just get a lot of random stuff on there. And the online version is so much different than my version that's on my phone.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden it said that Taylor Hall was trending, and me not remembering that the World Championships were even going on, I was like, "Oh, is he getting traded?"
Did he do anything of note, or did anything worthy of Twitter exploding on him?
Apparently, he scored a goal today.
Oh, okay, well, yeah, sure. I guess goal considering he's
And 5 other Canadians.
there's a lot of Canadian goals. I think they played Estonia.
They were losing, I think, to Sweden or something like that.
Ended up beating them, eh?
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
6-4.
6-4. There we go. All's right in the world. I can go back and everything will be fine.
And then last night I used a coax cable splitter, and I ran a 100-foot coax cable through the banisters of my basement, because what I'm going to do is someone's giving me a projector.
Oh God.
And I'm going to run coax cable straight into my backyard, and plug it into the cable box, run the cable box into the projector, and watch Caps games and soccer games in my backyard on a 12x12 tarp.
You know what?
Because that's normal, right?
Fucking go for the goal, kid.
Yeah,
It's not any weirder than anything else that happens in Glen Burnie.
it's true.
But Johnny could live my dream of playing Mario Kart on a big giant screen.
I could do that actually.
We actually really
But
could.
well, the next time you should come and visit with Scotty over the summer, and we'll play Mario Kart in the dark out in my backyard.
Perfect.
Deal.
It will be fantastic.
And
We can make that happen big time. We need to find a fourth though, because
Yeah.
actually, my Xbox only has 2 controllers, so we should be good.
all right, good. Round robin tournaments.
Sure.
Perfect.
And yes, you did hear that correctly. My Xbox has all of my
Yeah, no, I'm
N64 games and everything on it.
tremendous.
Yeah, I know some really geeky people, and they turned my Xbox into a computer that has emulators on it. So
Nice.
I can basically play like 8 different video game systems on my Xbox.
Beautiful.
Because you know me, I play video games all the time. So
Oh yeah, no, it's like I come into your house and it's just video games everywhere.
yeah, like I mean, because I'm the last person in the world that needed an Xbox to be
Yeah.
a computer. But whatever, I just thought it was cool, so I said, "Fuck it, go ahead."
Why not? You guys can do it. Make it happen.
But I can play Wave Race on my flat screen TV now.
Not bad. It's not a bad little thing to have.
So that was my week. I've been watching the Caps play some hockey. Yeah,
Nerve-wracking hockey. Just hockey. You just want to stab somebody. Too.
yeah, but they're winning these games now, which
I
is
know.
different.
That's the worst part is I'm this way when they're winning. How am I going to be when they're losing?
Well, I mean, let's be truly honest. We all know the Capitals well enough at this point that
They're going to fuck up.
something really occurs where it's going to be really, really tight. The last game is going to be 7-0. So it doesn't really matter. I mean, it's not a big deal.
It's very true.
We already know how it ends.
Yeah, they can't go 7.
Yeah.
I'd actually be okay if the Rangers series went 7 games. I feel like
Yes.
I feel like anything can happen in one game.
I would really like if the Rangers were eliminated in like 5.
Well, I mean, that would work too, really, but
Get
that's not gonna happen.
I hope. Yeah, I know it's not, but I hope it does because
The best thing that could occur is that the Washington Capitals play in Madison Square Garden for Game 7 because their ice is shit.
it really is.
Mm.
And the Caps are used to that. Ovechkin's been on shit ice for most of his career,
Yeah,
so
yeah, it's awful. I mean, it always has been. It's
mhm.
been terrible for years, but if you take a fast skating hockey team and put them in water, I'm certain that they're not as fast.
No, I think it's like ducks. You
Yeah.
put ducks on ice and they just flap, 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 flap because but they can fly away too. So it's probably a bad euphemism.
The ducks can fly?
Yeah, no, they fly together apparently.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
What'd you do to your hair, brother?
I cut it.
Okay, making
Yeah.
sure.
I cut. So what occurred when you drink 64 ounces of loose cannon, the last thing that you should do is sitting on your couch go, I feel like I should cut my hair.
Yeah, no, that's
Um,
I've-
so I wanted to trim the top up some. I trimmed the top up a lot, and then I decided the sides needed to be shorter than the top, so I cut the sides shorter, and then I took a shower and I went to sleep. I was like, I don't even care what it looks like.
no, we all love JC from the Backstreet Boys, and you're reminding us of that.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Glad I could help.
Yeah.
It's funny too because when I thin out, my face gets like really long. So now I have like no hair to like. I look like an eraser. I think at that point, it just
Dye your hair pink, brother. Come on.
fake hair, all tan,
Perfect.
like a number 2 pencil.
Be great. We'll get you a headband, a silver headband, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I can get one of those like rubbery things to put around my legs, like a grip.
Oh God, those are the best.
Yeah, true story. But yeah, so how's your week been? I've been following you through pictures, which isn't nearly as creepy as it sounded.
No, it really, no. Well, the ones we've posted. Ow, it's hurtful. Dislocated shoulder. No, I mean the drive was shit. I showed up. I think I finally got in here at 5:30 in the morning. Fuck, that was a terrible drive. Like, well, I got
Did you leave at like noon though?
Yeah. Construction's a bitch.
Wow.
Like Alberta apparently decided to do the whole Trans-Canada Highway in one shot. And it was like, yeah, it's fine. Let's do it now.
Oh, so it's like 95.
Yeah, essentially.
Okay.
More 695.
I got you.
Actually, you know what? No, it's Route 1. It's Route 1 is bullshit.
It's Route 1 with 95 traffic.
Pretty much, yeah. So yeah, I think I finally crossed into the US at midnight. And that was 5.5 hours to Grand Forks. And that could be the most, like, I drove through Saskatchewan and I didn't know when it stopped. I literally was looking on my GPS. I'm like, I got to turn here soon, right? No, I had to drive through the whole damn province. Just like, oh, fuck me.
On one road?
Yeah, it was Route 1. And then I hit 39 to go down to Portal. And then, yeah, that was a shit road. Split highway, two-way highway, one going one way, one going the other way. It's like right around 9 o'clock at night. So you got big trucks, and you don't know where the side of the shoulder is because there's no street lights.
They don't paint the shoulders.
No painted shoulders, and like 15 feet to your left or right is a lake. So
awesome.
Yeah, no, it's always good and dangerous. But yeah, I showed up Thursday, and you were sleeping on the couch because you were watching Futurama. So woke up and we both passed out in bed because it's just like, okay, this is too much.
And I have to be at work.
And she had to be at work, and then she's like, I'll get up. What did you set your alarm for? Like 8:30?
Yeah, I set my alarm for 8 and then 8:30.
And I think 10:30 we finally woke up.
Yep, makes sense.
A lot of oh shit.
I was just like, what happened? So yeah, Thursday. What did we do? We didn't do anything Thursday, did we?
No, because I had meetings.
That's right.
Freaking meetings.
So then Friday
baseball game.
Baseball. Yeah, we went to see UND baseball.
Nice.
In their really weird turf, which is like the AstroTurf that you had in your back patio in the 80s.
Their baseball field is turf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the infield's turf, the outfield's grass.
It's like the Blue Jays?
Kind of like, no, the Blue Jays is all turf.
Oh.
Yeah, Johnny, I was the same look too when I looked at it. I'm like, this is turf, but the outfield's grass.
I feel like the
It looked like your grandma's shag carpet had a baby with that indoor-outdoor grass stuff.
But it was like beige, right?
No, I think it was all green.
It was green.
The base paths were beige.
Yeah, they were that usual reddish.
Like the dirt, the fake dirt.
Yeah.
It's really weird. It was.
It needed to be
That's
back.
interesting.
Yeah, let me see if I can.
You know that the little kids baseball park at Lake Waterford is all turf.
Really?
The literally the entire field is turf.
Wow.
Yep. No dirt, nothing on that.
No dirt, nothing.
Yeah, speaking of baseball, though, big shout out to Matha making it to the finals of the WCAC, I believe is the conference that they're in.
WCAC?
I think it's WCAC, maybe? I don't know.
The WCAC? I don't understand.
Yeah, what do you call that? WCAC or WCAC?
WCAC? Bukkake?
Bukkake.
Let me see if I can find a good picture to Scotty screen share. I guess this is about as as
Yeah, it's
good as we're gonna
it
get.
gets, yeah.
So, all right. So here, Johnny, here's the screen share of it. Sky screen share trademark. Here we go. So it's basically like fluffy carpet, and you can see like the black marks it makes because it gets all worn out and shit.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
And it's funny because the pitcher's mound's been so worn out where they plant their foot. They actually have to put like a different strip of carpeting there, so it's like standing up above the mound. I'm like, how are these guys not breaking their ankles?
So
Left, right, center.
all of the dirt is carpet and the grass is real?
In the outfield, the grass is real. Like it's an infield, and then the outfield there's a certain line, like right past the top of the diamond, where it just goes grass again.
Wow, that has to be awful transitioning.
Yeah, I'd say if you're a middle infielder, you're kind of screwed. You're playing on the edge all the time. So, but they say it's better for like for the thaw outs and stuff like that. It doesn't take as much.
Yeah.
To drain. So.
Well, you wouldn't have to thaw out the ground, I guess. But I would figure the outfield would still suck.
Yeah, you're pretty bad. You're playing on carpet and then you got snow.
Yeah.
Why not? Why not, Pop? Saturday we went to Fargo. Did a lot of thrift store stuff.
Nice.
Got some.
Did you get anything nice? Good.
I got these pants. These fancy checkered pants.
Those are nice.
Pants, it's checkered. So
is that what your grandfather wore?
Yeah, man.
Did you show up with $20 in your pocket?
I did, man. And we actually probably bought out the store, essentially.
Yeah.
She went book shopping, and then I just tell them the shirt she found.
Oh, yeah. I found an Eddie Guerrero shirt.
Nice.
Yeah. And he'll tell you, like, I saw it and I went, and then it like snatched it up.
Yeah, she
like
bounced.
mine.
She bounced to it.
I did that with a pair of cowboy boots at Goodwill. I went and I saw them and I'm like, "Ooh, those are nice." And I tried them on, and then I walked around Goodwill for an hour with them in my hand, debating whether or not I wanted it.
I have odd good luck with thrift stores. Like most of my jerseys I've found at thrift stores, and they're all mostly the authentics, aren't they?
Couple authentics.
Yeah.
And yeah, like the old school replicas that were actually the stuff we buy in stores.
Nice.
Felt like the real stuff, but didn't have the fight strap, essentially.
Yeah.
Or the
The
weight.
big heavy ones.
Yeah.
Like I find them for $5 thereabouts.
And they fit you?
Yeah.
Well, it does help that you're small.
Yeah. But this time, what else did I find? 2 NWO shirts. One's the original, and the other one is the Wolfpack.
Nice.
So she's got a nice little red and white montage going.
Yeah.
What is
The hats.
Oh, yes. What other, did you find any other shirts?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
So we found in Fargo, of all places, first off, a Hartford Whaler hat.
Okay.
Pretty clutch. And it's a Zephyr, so I think it's relatively new, too. So we got that for like $3. Charlotte Checkers, old school ECHL hat.
Interesting.
Yeah, snapback, and it's got the green underbill, so you know it's old. Really good.
No, it's old. They should do that to people too.
Yeah,
Like
the
a green undercarriage, so they know they're old.
means you're not washing well.
Oh,
and the sweatband's nice too. Like it's not even used that much.
Yeah.
And the coup de grace, nice little fisherman
Oh.
garb.
The irony of you wanting to buy fisherman gear and you end up getting it.
Yeah, so it's a snapback, so I wouldn't wear it. It's just this is going to be put on display in the Wasilewski Mansion.
Oh, with the old school NHL logo too.
Yeah, it is. It's the vintage show, and it's the sports specialties. That's an old school logo right there.
Wow,
That brings you back.
that is teal too. That is 90s right there.
Yeah, it's so 90s.
Mhm.
But yeah, we did that was a good hat haul.
Yeah,
And you got a lot of books.
I did. But I also found some first editions.
Mhm.
Nice.
Yeah. So and they were like 99 cents a piece.
Yep,
And I found some new edition in the music section.
that's good too.
That's good.
Yeah, you always
Um,
got to go new edition.
exactly. And then you'll enjoy this one, Johnny.
Okay.
Yes.
What? Which one?
Edition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're looking through one of the Goodwill. I think it was Sally Ann, Salvation Army.
Yeah.
And we're looking through the shirts. I'm looking. See this red shirt? It's got a lot of writing on it, so I stop and look at it. Matchbox 20.
Yes. Did you get it for Swatala?
I am going to send it to Swatala. I'm going to get his address and ship it to him. Because I saw this, I'm like, I have to buy this. I don't care if this is for the gag or not. I'm buying this for him.
Yes.
And yeah, so I need
That's
you
awesome.
to get it.
Oh, I did find one other T-shirt.
Which,
The Langenbrunner.
oh, yeah, she found a Jamie Langenbrunner Devils jersey.
Wow.
Yeah, in Fargo, of all places.
You do have good luck at thrift stores.
USA Fleece.
And the Team USA, like, collared fleece.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's a skill.
stupid luck.
It is.
Really dumb luck.
Yeah.
We also found an Indiana Ice USHL hoodie, but it was too tight
Yeah.
around the neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it was good. It was good thrifting.
Mhm.
And you know
Sounds like
me.
a good day.
You know me. I'm not one for thrifting. So.
No.
Oh, it's also a good day because little one over here got her first hats in forever.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, she bought. I bought her Bauer hat, like a branded hat. It's
Just plain black.
just plain black. It's got Bauer across and it's a Velcro back. And then in the mail,
Yeah. Oh, the Milwaukee Admirals had a hat giveaway, and they tweeted about it. And I said, I don't wear baseball hats, but I really want this one because I really love their logo.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, one of their fans got a hold of a hat and shipped it to me.
Nice.
So yeah,
Is it silver or gray?
yeah, it's gray, and it's
Nice.
they didn't.
I think I like
the
that jersey
fancy-
of theirs the best. The gray, the like light gray one that has the light blue and black
yeah,
logo.
yeah, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a nice giveaway hat too.
Yeah, it was embroidered. It was all stitched up. It was like super nice.
I have a Caps hat that I got as a giveaway that's like that also, but I got it from I think it was like 1994. So it's like the weird gold
Oh
and
yeah,
like black hat.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, oh,
That was a weird time.
it was a weird time.
Remember when? I don't know if you remember this down at the Cap Center when they gave away jerseys as a giveaway.
I actually had never been to the Cap Center.
Really?
Sorry, I take that back. I went to the Cap Center to watch the
Warthogs?
yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was soccer.
The Washington Warthogs. But it was after the Caps had already left. We did not Mark and I actually did not go to any Capitals games until we were old enough to like buy tickets for ourselves.
Probably smart move.
Yeah.
Because Landover during that time was terrible. Just terrible.
Well, the Warthogs tickets were like $5 also, and it was like bring your
Exactly.
soccer team to the Warthogs game.
And the only reason I went is because Stan got free tickets because he did all the signs, the street signs around there.
Yeah,
So the Caps paid him off in tickets.
that's smart of them.
Yeah, it was genius. What we do? Sunday was nothing, right?
Yeah.
Monday was Ingolstadt. Yeah, rough. We went to the arena,
Hmm.
I think.
Yeah, we did.
This thing happened 2 days ago, and I don't remember what the hell we did.
Wow, you have done a lot in a week.
We had.
We did.
We make the most of our time,
Yeah.
and because Jen doesn't drive, so getting like to cross the city is kind of a rough task by bus.
Yeah,
Because I think the transit system is one bus driven by a guy named Elmer, and
it probably is.
yeah, so it takes a while. But yeah, no, we got all most places.
Yep.
So had my Hardee's.
Ooh,
Nice.
really picture.
Oh yeah, when we went to Fargo, we went
I'll go
to go get it. There's this card shop. All right, I think she died.
Did you just step on the cat?
No, she's got the grace of a fucking newborn gazelle.
Oh, oh nice.
Oh, nice. But yeah, no, we go to a card shop every year, and you'll appreciate this one too, Johnny. Not just the Matchbox 20, but we found this. Found this at the card shop.
Oh, that is nice.
Nice little Bobby Esch. You know, real American hero Bobby Esch, the guy who I said was going to be the Flyers goalie for years to come.
Yep. Oh yeah. He was Team USA's goalie.
He was,
Mhm.
and now he's in charge of the Utica Comets. And then I had to get this. Had to get me some cakes.
Oh, there you go for $2. Oh yeah.
Jim Palmer action. They had one in the underwear.
Did you happen to see the Orioles Saturday Night Live bit?
Yeah, that was pretty hilarious.
It was good.
It's good. Saturday Night Live. I don't watch much of it. That's it. I didn't have anything else to do.
The only time I watch it is when it's on Facebook.
Yeah. When shit's on Facebook, that's when I go. And then we got other cards too. Like we go and we find like little, like try to get collection pieces like this banner card and stuff like that.
Nice.
And where's the canvas ones?
We used to go to baseball card shops a lot when I was a kid. I think there were some baseball card shops that I would buy every single Terry Steinbach card that they had.
Why wouldn't you, man? Freaking catcher for the A's? Yeah, that
He was the best.
fucking batting helmet.
Catcher for the A's. He wore the batting helmet as part of his helmet mask combination. He had a black catcher's mitt, and he was a common everywhere that you went.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would walk in with like $5, and they were like, "Here's 100 Terry Steinbach cards." And I'm like, "Thank you," and I walk out.
So
I was like, "Give me all of them." And I was like, "What I think you heard was give me a lot." I said, "Give me all of your Terry Steinbach cards."
Give me all your Terry Steinbach.
I remember the most money I ever spent on a Terry Steinbach card was I got his minor league baseball card, and it was $2.50.
Wow.
Yeah, that was big money for him.
Here's one set that Jen's got on the run. It's called the UD Canvas, and it's just basically
that's nice.
It's on canvas stock.
Yeah.
So
are those both Gretzky?
It's no, it's a McSorley and a Curry.
But there's a whole bunch of them.
Neither of them are.
It's the Yofa helmet that threw you off.
But there's a whole bunch of them. Like there's the Theo Fleury celebration. Like that's one of them. There's one of Guy Lafleur with the cup.
Yeah.
And one of Lanny McDonald with
his mustache.
And possibly the cup. Like it's sort
one
of
of them of just his mustache.
Yeah, you've got to have the mustache.
The pictures of him without the mustache are
creepy.
They are weird.
It's like Rod Langway without the helmet, or with a helmet and without a mustache.
Yes.
All right, Johnny, you be the arbiter of this. You're the arbiter of good taste.
Okay.
Colorado Rockies uniform, logo, jersey, everything. Yay or nay?
Colorado Rockies?
The hockey team.
Yes. I've wanted a Colorado Rockies jersey for quite a while, but it goes through phases where like I'll see one on like ice jerseys and be like, yes, I'm gonna buy that. And I always wanted I think the blue one is more of like a royal blue with the red, yellow, blue logo on the front of it. And every time I saw it on ice jerseys, I'd be like, you know what? I think I'm gonna get that, and then I'd forget about it. And then like 6 months later, I'd be on ice jerseys and be like, oh yeah, that jersey. And then I never bought it. I wanted to buy it like 8 times, I think.
The funny thing is that this one here is trying to say that it was not a good logo or good jersey.
Okay, so it's not a great logo. It's a triangle.
Exactly. That's what I was saying. It's too like pointy and large to be.
Hey.
Right.
Yeah, I know. I'm sitting right here.
That's messed up. God. But yes, the jersey on a whole, though, sold. I will take it. And you know what? While I'm on my quest of buying a lot of MLS jerseys, the Colorado Rapids have a royal blue jersey that has like 2 red stripes and 1 yellow stripe.
Hooray, stripes!
Down the side, and their like logo is kind of like the same coloring scheme as the Colorado Rockies. I think it's just the state flag is really where they get it from. But I might end up with that instead of the Colorado Rockies jersey.
That's probably better.
That was a long walk to get to that statement.
So, in summation, I'm getting Colorado Rapids jersey.
Yes, most likely.
So, also while I've been here, Kablams.
That's good.
The mellow yellow in your face hole, and because I drove my car up here, I'm stocking up like a motherfucker.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get stopped at the border,
dude. You're the only guy who gets stopped for a carbonated beverage and can't get into Canada.
There's going to be like cans of Mellow Yellow behind the seat, and be like, "Sir, what is that?" Nothing. It's water. It's a canned water.
Sir, where did you come from? I came from Arizona. I made a detour. But now the biggest thing is what route to take home, because gas here is super inexpensive.
Well, yeah, they don't sell it by the liter.
It's $2.49 here, so $2.50. We'll round it up because fuck that 9/10 cent bullshit.
That's true.
It's like $4 a gallon in Canada. I'm like, fuck. But I want to go up to Winnipeg and cut over because it's a nice straight shot. But I also like cheap gas too. But I don't want to go through Montana, but I also don't want to go through Saskatchewan. So you see the problem I'm in. First world problems.
That's when you just leave the car and fly. You're like, I'll get it later.
Say, listen, I'm just gonna leave this here. Goodbye, Mr. Mike's people. I've got better things to fry.
Tell them that they have to pick you up.
Exactly. Send a car for me. Send a car and then fine. Set it to the build. So yeah, it's been and then today we went to bug the UND SID. That's been fun. That was good because he's not bothered enough with all the nicknames that are out there now. Because
you guys are trying to get jobs so that you can work in sports and live in North Dakota. Yeah, that pretty much. There's that too. That's an underlying ulterior motive. Well, I mean, that could have just been a rumor that I made up too. Well, you probably would be wrong. We would go along with the lie. I'll go along with any good lie. Like she says that I'm the best. I'm like, hi, okay, I'll roll with it. But yeah, no, because the nickname thing is a big debate. And Johnny, did you see the list of names? I did not. No. What was it? 160?
Yeah.
160 names?
160 names. What, did they have 4-year-olds put in like what they wanted it to be called?
Well, you have to understand that was the final winnowing process, because they had to remove names that were copyrighted or offensive or whatever. And I think they had
or just the Fighting Sioux again.
Yeah, it's just like screw it.
What did they say they had in the first place? Something like 4,000?
Yeah.
4,000 names? Yeah, so
here's some of the bright spots, Johnny. The 7th Cavalry. The abominable snowman. That's abdominal, right? I'm like,
yeah, it says abdominal.
It says abominable snowman.
Okay. That's good. That's snowmen with 6-packs.
Yep. The Arctic Cats, which I think they'd be sued really quickly on that one.
Yeah.
That's not copyrighted?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. The Aurora Borealis.
That's an interesting mascot.
The Barn Cats. The Barn Swallows. The Berserker.
Okay, I think Barn Swallows is out just because of the things that other teams fans can chant.
The Big Green. The Big Green Mammoths.
The Big Green, because the Big Red wasn't enough.
Right.
Well, isn't McDonald College the Green Terror?
They are the Green Terror.
Yeah. The Border Collies. The Brawn Tops.
The Bra Tops?
Brawn.
Oh, I heard that way wrong.
Yeah. The Chipmunks.
Okay, I'd be fine with that actually. That would be great.
Well, they didn't bandy that one. The Cowboys or Oilmen. That's literally what it says here. It says Cowboys or Oilmen.
It does actually.
Yeah.
Cube.
What about the Sounders?
Oh yeah, the sound. No, it's the sounds.
Oh, the sounds.
The sounds, but UND is capitalized.
The UND sounds?
The UND sounds, but SOUNDS.
Yeah. Like the UND in sound is capitalized. That was my reaction too. I was just like, oh God, people.
Oh, here we go, Johnny.
What is the next one going to be like? Like UND, LOLs.
All right, now this is starting. Now keep a count if you can. Green Prairie, Green Aces, Green Arrows, Green Army, Green Arrows, Green Barons, Green Blizzard, Green Bombers, Green Comets, Green Elms, Green Empire, Green Fangs. I gotta be careful with that one. Green Feathers, Green Flame, Green Flood, Green Flyers, Green Freeze, Green Fury, Green Giants, Green Goblins, Green Guardians, Green Hawks, Green Heron, Green Hue, Green Ice, Green Keen, Green Knights, Green Lightning, Green Machine, Green Mammoths, Green Meadowlarks, Green Men, Green Monsters, Green Pipes, Green Plague, Green Pride, Green Raiders, Green Reapers, Green Riders, Green Sea, Green Speed, Green Stags, Green Stampede, Green Stars, Green Storm, Green Swarm, Green Thunder, Green Tribe, Green Wings, and Green Zephyrs.
They couldn't have found one more. They're at 49.
Green Arrows should not be on that list because that's copyrighted. That's a Marvel.
And so Green
Arrows
Giant
was on there twice.
Yeah.
Well, no, Green Arrows AEROS.
Oh God, really?
Green Arrows ARROWS.
Yeah.
I think that they should throw all the numbers, all
Hold
the
on,
names
hold
way
on,
up in
Johnny.
the air.
Here we go. 49. We're still going.
Oh Jesus. Okay, 49.
All right. Greenbacks, Green Bucks, Greenies, Green Line, Green Men, Green Lady Green, Greens, Greenway, and that's it.
57.
Nice.
So I like the UND Greens because that gives Mike Green something to do after his hockey career.
So what, in a couple weeks?
Yes.
The Raging Moose. I like that one.
That one's good,
I
actually.
like the Raging Moose.
The green flame makes sense in a way because the UN, like the main UND logo, like the D actually has a flame in it.
Okay.
In like the primary school logo, so that makes sense.
I want the Green Fangs just to see how many people screw that one up and how many letters they'll get then.
So are there any where people wanted to like change the colors and be like UND Fighting Blue?
Maybe, but then they'd be pulling their hair out more so. Here we go, Johnny. The Roosevelts.
Yeah, just call Sean Leahy. He already has half a mascot.
All right, here we go, Johnny. I don't know if you can see this one. The Scoundrels with UND capitalized.
Yeah. Yep. Lot of
That, like, honestly, how can you not go with that? Because, yeah, Scoundrels, UND, get it? Things, ha ha ha, LOL.
Could you imagine the assholes that have to like typeprint that every single article that they ever write about UND? Like the editors are like, see, you didn't capitalize the UND. Word would hate that. You would have to add that right into your dictionary as soon as you typed in anything on Word.
It's like the console energy center.
Yeah. Or the Excel's not that bad, but there you go. The sound UND, the so UND is what I would
So
call it.
UND.
That's so UND.
So is that like Southern UND? Is that what that means? That's what they're moving. Are they moving the whole place now?
It's the Southern campus.
Yeah, because like Southern Illinois is so ill. So I figured that's probably like so UND.
Oh, I like this one. There's two of them I like. The Tarantula Hawks.
That's scary.
The
actually.
Tarantula Hawks.
Okay.
And my favorite,
Are those hawks that drop tarantulas on people?
That'd be great. And my favorite, because he can have a job again, the Tatankas.
That would be good. I like that also.
Buffalo.
I like the Tatankas.
Well, the original school name, our school sports teams were named the Flicker Tails.
Yep, Flicker Tails.
Yep.
Okay.
Which is what?
It's like a prairie dog or a gopher.
Can't have that anymore. Not with Minnesota.
No gophers.
No Gophers. But there is the Thrashers, so maybe they can steal the Thrashers logo and just recolor it green. The Timberwolves.
Flicker tails.
Like the Green Tide would make sense because of our flooding issues.
Oh my God! I didn't scroll down to this. First off, the T-Rex is another good name.
That's good.
Your
Yeah.
boss would
Yeah,
like
but they all have small arms. Their basketball team would suck.
Here we go, Johnny. The Ooftas. UFFDAS.
I guess that's better than the Luftas. So
But Ufta is a Swedish or a Norwegian expression of like, it's a multi-purpose expression. Like
No, we
saying,
use it all the time.
you guys do?
Oh yeah, I use it all the
I
time.
had no idea it was an Eastern thing. I thought it was like a Midwest.
I just watched a lot of TV and picked up
I
one.
kind of hope it just means like fuck in
It's like
Spanish or
saying
something.
oy vey, you know, like
Oh,
you can
okay.
say it in like excitedly, like or tired or
It's
frustrated.
Christian Oive.
Yeah, it's just ugh, you know, like if to feed him out.
So why would you want that as your the name of your school?
Because you're idiots.
Okay, good.
You got a Jewish mother going, oh, and then that's the logo. But I found
That's the
Goldmine.
logo. And
Yeah.
then like every once in a while, like different Jewish mothers get to be the mascot.
Until you look too thin and have you eaten in here, sit down, I'm gonna give you a sandwich and
Exactly.
a bowl of soup and
That's her taunt. She has goulash and takes it to the visitor's bench.
That's good. That
I
is
found a
good.
gold mine.
oh god.
The
Oh, no.
UND Aunted. Undaunted. Wait, there's more.
Oh god.
I will say that I love the puns.
The UNDeniables. The undeniables. The undeniables.
Well,
And my favorite,
the UND Autry.
the UND Urtakers. The
That is good.
Undertakers.
That is good. That's good right there. The
feel like
UND
somebody spent
Undertaker.
way too much time putting thought into those.
Yeah.
Yeah, but somebody right there is laughing to themselves every time people get down to the bottom and they're like, ha, UND Undertakers would be fantastic.
The whirling dervishes I like. The wind tunnels.
That would be wildly
Oh.
appropriate.
The wolfhounds with UND capitalized.
The Wolfhounds?
The wolfhounds. What the hell's a wolfhound?
Well, they
Big
could put out UND Wolfhound T-shirts, and then
Yeah.
make a black and
Green.
green.
Wolfpack, too sweet, brother. Woo. All right. Johnny knows. See, Johnny knows.
Mhm.
How did you not know the fucking hand signal?
Because I didn't watch that era.
Come on. Too sweet. Too sweet, me, bro. There it is. All right, cool. Oh shit. So yeah, no, it's been a fun time. As per usual
Mhm.
Nice.
to us creating havoc together.
Last night we had an assload of barbecue.
Yeah, dude, we went to Wild Hogs.
A whole pig ass load?
Oh, dude, it's I had an assload of beef. You had an assload of pig. Weird. It's weird to say. It's weird to say out loud.
Sounded better in my head.
Yeah, weird to say out loud. You're right.
Uh,
Had some, what was it, garlic mashed potatoes. Oh, it's delicious. And we had steak tonight.
mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ah, crap. That reminds me. I forgot to bring home my Japanese steakhouse the rest of lunch.
Oh,
But
you'll like this one, Johnny. There's a place. What is it? Sakura. They took over an old Boston Pizza that was here. It was the Boston Pizza layout, but with a like Asian steakhouse sign to it. I'm like, this looks really weird.
yeah, the outside.
Yeah.
It's actually called Taiwan Hamburger, which is weird. But they only serve sushi. So
Oh shit. Oh, that's rich. People who follow the show get that one. Oh goodness gracious.
yes.
So we had a fun time.
You guys are definitely having fun. That is good.
Yep. And then tonight we're probably gonna maybe make a blizzard run.
Maybe.
Go to the
It's
DK.
supposed to snow there?
Yeah, no.
No.
Oh wait, what? It's not?
Blizzard.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Hmm?
He was making a joke.
Ah,
It's a blizzard joke.
I gotta
Blizzard
keep
joke.
up. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. You'll learn sooner or later.
Mhm.
If not, well, call a lawyer.
And we're all ready for Florida. All set.
Yep. Oh, kind of. We submitted our.
Credentials are submitted. Sasky.
Yeah. Wink. And hey, it snowed in Edmonton today, so there's that.
That's good. They should be able to attract a lot of free agents.
Yeah. Hey guys, come to Edmonton. It snows in May. Enjoy.
Yeah, they had to cancel a soccer game.
Yeah, I think an exhibition for the Women's World.
Oh, nice.
So
that's great.
Because apparently they're holding it in Edmonton this year. I'm like, well, that's smart.
Yeah, I think they have the World Cup final is in Vancouver.
Well, that's not too bad.
At BC Place.
Yeah, because they're not having anything in Toronto because of the Pan Am games. Remember, those are still a thing, apparently?
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
First of all, did not know that the Pan Am games were still a thing. Second of all, I was under the impression that that there were games at BMO Field, but I guess there aren't.
Not to my knowledge. I think those are just the Pan Am games are being there. I don't know. Like, you could be right. I could be crazy. But it's just the kind of thing we're looking for.
It's true.
He understands. He doesn't sandbag my jokes like you did. She's been sandbagging my jokes all goddamn week, and I'm pissed off at it because they're good. These are quality puns.
That's
What was
fine.
one last night?
People at work sandbag my jokes every once in a while, and I throat chop them.
See? Could be worse. What was the one last night that we said about the basketball? I made a very racist joke, which really, honestly, everyone knows that's my repertoire. What you just call me? So what did I say?
Oh, you were complaining about possibly getting bug bites on your feet.
Yeah. I was talking about like my ankles. I'm wearing sandals now because it was actually nice for the first time in forever since I've been here. And yeah, I was thinking of just getting like little bug bites and stuff like that. And what did you say?
And I said, oh, we don't really have things like chiggers or.
I said, yeah, you do. The basketball team is around here.
Wow.
See,
she does sandbag it.
She does. And it's the worst.
Jen puts her head on her head in her hands and just shakes her head disapprovingly the entire time, laughing but not wanting you to see.
Nope.
But she's good though because she can cover it with her hair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you can't tell what's going on.
Loud mane of hair. That it's lovely because it's a nice declining color of red to pink.
Yeah.
So I did like, if we wanted to paint a room, we didn't have to go to like a Pittsburgh painter Dutch Boyd to get a swatch. Just I think I want this color red.
So you walk in and you just kind of cut a piece out. And you're like, hey, can you? I need something that matches this.
I just go up to like this. I'm like, listen, can I get like this? Can I like that color? That's good. All right.
It's also.
I have to stain my DEC again soon.
Well, in my defense, it's very humid today because it's raining, and we all know what happens to curly hair with humidity.
No, we don't. I got straight hair. Johnny, have you ever had curly? You don't seem like the guy who had curly hair.
I had curly hair when I was a kid. I had a mop of curly hair when I was young. And then I decided that shaving my head would be a great idea, and it's never come back, which is fantastic.
Well, Ballinger, because I did an Instagram video about when I showed up, and I did it with a hat off. I'm like, wow, I really am going bald. And then Ballinger gets to me, and he's like, yeah, join me on Team Shaved. He's like, wait a minute, that didn't come out right. And I said, hey, don't worry. I've been on Team Shave since I was 14. But seriously, she sandbags it. That's a good one. I want a good hearty laugh out of that. Nothing. She doesn't want to encourage me. She doesn't want to.
Well, I don't want to know where Ballinger's been.
His balls are in the rough, I'm sure.
Most likely. My God.
I get to see him next month actually, because I got to go do a wedding. So.
Go do a wedding.
I'm going to be overseeing it.
My cousins, I have a cousin getting married next weekend.
Oh, wow.
And first weekend in June. I have 2 cousin weddings and a Mark wedding this year.
Yeah, my buddy's wedding's in first weekend in June, too.
Oh.
But mine's in Raleigh. Got to drive to North Carolina.
Mine is in is here. It's in like near Aberdeen area, and then I fly to Vegas the next day.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I'm overtaking your house when I get back.
That's good.
I will be house sitting the Patanzo Mansion. Patanzo Manor is what they call it.
As you should. It's got good manners.
5,000 square feet, that house.
Wow.
That's
Yeah.
if squares actually had feet. Like
Right,
if you put
right.
little squares and they would
I
just
get it.
see nothing. Nothing.
Does it ever occur to you that maybe I do it for the reaction?
Yes, but it still pisses me off to no end.
I have 5,000 little cuberts in my house.
Sandbagging son of a bitch. Jesus. You know what? If there's ever a flood here in Grand Forks, just go down to the riverbed because you're just sandbagging the hell out of it. And also, my new thing, Johnny, is I explain the joke.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
As I stand here going,
Yeah, she's trying not to crack.
Jen is strong-willed, though. She will not laugh at your jokes.
No, exactly, because it only encourages me to go further. But honestly, her not saying anything doesn't stop anything either. I'm not going to stop. Mostly because I like to sound on my own voice.
Yeah. Plus, you're not exactly sure what you need to do if you stop. If you're supposed to drop and roll, collaborate and listen, or if it's hammer time. So.
No, what I usually do is drop, set them down, open up shop.
Ah, there you go.
That's the DMX joke. Because he did the thing like,
Whoa.
whoa, yeah, no, see, kind of gets it.
Yeah, that's how Rough Riders roll.
Yeah. We heard DMX when we were coming in tonight. It was what was it? It was y'all gonna make me lose my mind up in here, up in here.
yeah.
That was good. Like wow, great.
Y'all gonna make me go all out.
Up in here. Gonna give it to you about the other one. I don't know what he's talking about. What are you doing, D?
There's
X gonna
that
give
one
it to
song
me.
we keep hearing over and over.
Which
and
one?
over. I want some.
Oh yeah, the
It's like it's
it's
like,
a Whitney Houston, like the hook's Whitney Houston. I want to dance with somebody.
yeah, and then they go into I want to do shots with
I
somebody.
want to sex with somebody.
And I'm like, if this is not the most bro song, I mean, it's
That's a
about,
club. That's a club beat. That's a club jam of the year, man.
It's about having shots
Yeah,
and
Freaking
getting
up-
laid.
freaking up on a girl.
Yeah, and that's all that's important in life. So
Listen,
party.
since
So
we
this is
don't-
like LFO summertime.
exactly.
Yeah.
Listen, since LL Cool J got out of the game, we need somebody to romanticize the ladies.
It's true. Plus, the boys are men now, so let's be honest. They
Yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
be. They shouldn't be making music.
How long is that guy gonna walk with a limp? It's been like 15 years. Get that fixed. We have the medical technology to do it.
We can rebuild him.
Face Off Hockey Show here with you. It's May 6th.
Where we
Do you want me to
clearly
play-
don't
Do you want me to play music?
Yeah, sure. Play the music. Hit the music. Also, coming up.
To see what condition my condition was in.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah, what condition my condition was in.
Injury report time.
Do you want me to get Lyle while you're talking?
You can because
All
Jen's gonna make cookies after she says hi to Lyle,
Ooh.
and then she will be back for Hockey Erotica.
No,
Oh.
She will be back for Hockey Erotica by popular demand. Hockey Erotica, Jen.
I feel bad. It's all my fault in the first place. I need to apologize to everyone.
Nope. Don't apologize.
Sean
Nope.
Leahy loves it. What are you talking
Sean
about?
Leahy he marks out for it in the worst way.
Yeah.
Eric from Australia loves it. God bless him. He says he always never knows when he wants to take a hot shower or a cold shower. It's like hey man, let it happen, brother. Smooth beard, love it. And yeah, people just they flock to it. So if anything,
Where's I run?
you run so far away. You got to get away.
Mhm.
You know who else is getting away? Chris Stewart, upper body injury. He's day to day after crashing into the boards. Not a fun time. Looked like he almost broke his forearm almost
Yeah.
when we saw. David Desharnais, has he still got the flu?
No, he was cleared today.
Cleared today. All right, so fuck that one.
I don't know if he's playing right this minute, but
Well, who's to say any of the Habs are? John Gibson's got the flu. He's day to day, but because of that, Jason LaBarbera's got a gig. So shout out Jason LaBarbera up in the house. Nathan Beaulieu, upper body injury. He's out to at least Game 5 if the Habs make it that far. Jamie Benn had his second hip surgery in as many weeks. He's out 5 to 6 months for recovery after getting the Ted Lindsay nomination nod. And then Andrew Ladd returned to surgery, and here we are. And there's Lyle Richardson. Hi, Lyle.
Hello. Hey, hi, Jen.
The beard is coming in nicely, Lyle.
Thank you. It is. It's a shame that I'm going to have to shave it in a couple of days when I have to go sit pretty for my passport pictures, because I realize my passport's going to be expiring in a couple of months, and if I'm going to go to Buffalo next year, I kind of realize I need that passport thingy. So yeah,
could be crucial.
And I would rather you not have a massive beard for it.
No. I was thinking about it, but no. It was this bad boy was only going to last as long as the playoffs anyway. It just reaches a point where it takes on a life of its own. So
I used to always, every time I had to get my license renewed, I would grow a beard and a mohawk, and I would go and get my license picture taken in like different like weird things. And then I would like literally shave it off as soon as I was done getting the picture taken.
And you get pulled over and the cop looks at the license and goes, "We got a problem, son. This doesn't look a thing like you. Come on,
boy.
Give me a real ID."
There was one of my friends. They told him they counted down apparently for his license picture, and they were like, "All right, 3, 2." They went to snap it, and he goes. So his license picture was just like him going. And they let him keep it, which was the weird part.
So when he pull over, they go, "This doesn't look like you." Wait a minute. Oh, there we go. Okay, you can go on, sir. Oh my.
Maryland at its finest.
Yeah.
Next time, for my license picture, what I'm going to do is get really smashed and then go take my picture. So if they catch me driving drunk, then I'll look normal.
I don't quite see the logic in that one.
This one,
Don't quite see the logic behind that one, Scotty. But
first of all, you assume there is logic.
well, I know that's always my first mistake. It's like yeah, exactly.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Jeez. Brandon Prost fined $5,000. No, we're just getting to the news because we just spent the first hour talking about vacation.
I was overhearing part of it. I know. I was yeah. Vacation, all I ever wanted.
Brandon Prost $5,000 for lipping off.
Yeah.
Is there a code anymore? Like, can we use this? Is there a code between referee and player?
Oh, there is. There is. Well, there is. It's also in the rules. It states very clearly in the rules, "Thou shalt not lip off to thy referee or pay the price in fines." You can't be suspended, though. That's in the CBA. If you mouth off to an official, especially the way Brandon Prost did, you can be fined. You cannot be suspended. But it creates a bigger problem for you because now you've just pissed off every official in the National Hockey League. So if you don't mind the way that you play, you're going to get every chintzy call that comes down the pike. They're going to call it on you. And I'll bet you. I mean, I've been watching the Capitals-Rangers game because I think it's more exciting than the Canadians Lightning soon-to-be destruction of the Habs anyway. So why watch something that'll make me sad, even though I've already accepted their fate? But regardless, I'll bet you anything that Brandon Prost is nowhere near as effective and won't be for the rest of this series just because now he's got to dial it back so much that he's no longer an effective player for the Canadians. All because he beaked off.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And you would also think that I feel like we've reached the day and age where you don't say stuff like that to officials because they are probably wearing a microphone.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
So like most of that stuff is probably going to be recorded, and you could be like, I didn't say that, and they're like, play the tape.
Roll 220. There we go. Yeah. Or sometimes the players are mic'd up too. You know, so
Yeah.
it's
I mean,
not
I
really.
almost wish that,
Yeah.
like, because when we referee soccer games, we have the earpiece and microphone system
Mhm.
that a lot of the professional soccer referees have, and you can hear conversations through the microphone on other headsets, but we don't ever have them recorded.
Yeah.
So, like, it would be interesting what you would actually get out of it, because you can hear a lot of fun chatter.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way.
Fun chatter. Well, listen, I mean, you know, that's all just part of the game. What Prost did was crossing the line by, you know, first of all, you know, mouthing off to the official while he was seated in the penalty box, and then he turns around and at post game, that's where his real trouble came in. Sitting down, that's where he really crossed the line. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, what he said during the game probably doesn't matter.
Well,
Right.
yeah. Well, I mean, listen, he got a misconduct for it anyway. You know, I mean, and that happens. Listen, that happens to a lot of players. Sometimes your emotions get the better of you, and you know, you kind of cross. Because let's face it, officiating nowadays, they put up with a lot more than what they used to back in the day, back in the old timey days. Because I remember while growing up watching the game in the '70s, you did not do that. You did not lip off to an official. You just didn't do it, because if you did, they were very quick to hit the old hips with the right misconduct on top of the 2-minute minor you're about to get there, sunshine.
Yeah.
So yeah, he just didn't do it. And nowadays, and you know, it actually really started, I think, in the late '80s, but it's just taken off since. And now every player, every time he gets a penalty call on him, oh, beak, 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 all the way to the penalty box, beak, 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 beak. You know, it's. Like I said, the officials, as for as much grief as they get, they actually put up with a lot of verbal abuse that 30, 40 years ago they never would have put up with.
Yeah. All right. Well, hey, real quick side note, I'm getting hungry. I could go for some cookies.
No.
What? Hey, why did I buy the brown sugar?
Oh, we're getting into a whole weird area here.
Oh, sugar, hang down, girl. Oh, wait, no, not that brown sugar. See, it was a prostitute joke. See, that's what I did there. It's, a little bit.
She's got to do the show more often. I just like sit watching her reactions whenever you drop one of those bombs.
Show of hands, who wants Jen back for Hockey Erotica later on in the
Hey-o.
show?
Hey, all right.
Jen, if I have to sit down and feel dirty about myself listening to this, so do you, okay? And since you're the one, it is your fault. I mean, you know, you admitted it, so that's why I'm saying it is your fault. I'm not telling tales of the school, you know.
Listen,
how's it go? As ye sow, so shall ye reap. Reapeth the whirlwind sitting next to you.
That's actually part of tonight's read.
Oh.
Yeah.
All I did was walk into a bookstore and say, "Oh my God, what is that?"
And that was just the back of the book.
And that was just the book cover. And that's my downfall right there.
And that brought a whole new segment to the show.
I'd say.
Yeah.
It made the show marketable, I think. All right. All right. Take your leave, and I will beckon when the hockey rush, when the steamy part happens.
The problem is, if I get up, I will want to check the Habs game, and if I check the Habs game,
Hey,
I will
it's
want
1-0
to throw...
after 2.
Yeah, you're just gonna get don't do it, Jen. You're just gonna get upset like me.
Yeah.
Don't
Don't
get
get
upset.
upset. Just stay where you are.
Throw some cookies into the batter,
Okay, but-
and some batter into the oven.
So normally, I have a T-shirt that I wear during when the Habs are playing, and they haven't been doing well, so I changed shirts. I thought maybe if I rooted for another team tonight, something might happen.
Don't bring your bad mojo to our team.
Yeah, we have enough already.
I still have
I've been
that
wearing
mojo
DC
no matter
bedding
what I
the
do.
entire damn playoffs because I can't wear my
sacrifice.
Caps gear.
Sort of some sort of human sacrifice and exorcism ritual. I don't know if your team is going to have better karma.
Fuck out of my office.
Oh well.
You know, at least, as I can say, at least you're not the St. Louis Blues with their
They're terrible.
Cup final record.
They're terrible.
Ooh.
0 for 12.
Boom, 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 boom. Oh.
So,
Sad
yeah.
Jumbo. Yeah. Well, what I like just what I get consolation from, Jen, is even though that yes, I can admit that the Habs are playing like crap, against the Lightning. The Lightning do have their number. I don't expect them to win this series. If they do, oh yay! But I'm not getting my hopes up. But the good thing about it is I love it when I'm on Facebook and my friends who are Bruins fans or Leafs fans try and talk smack. It's like, oh, isn't that cute?
Yeah.
That's so cute. Yeah. When my cousin posted up a picture of a ship that was sinking with the Habs colors on it and the crest, and goes, "Oh, it won't be long now." So I couldn't resist. Oh, how's the Leafs party boat doing? Yeah, that kind of got the response I expected. Lots of expletives with the happy faces. So
You know what I get constipation from? A lot of cheese.
no, that's consternation, not constipation. Consternation, sir.
Intestine.
I have to stop using $2 words in front of Scotty because he always messes them up on purpose, and then yeah.
Listen, I resemble that remark.
So, show him your hat.
Oh yeah.
Go.
Oh, he's selling the checkers and the fishes.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
Fish sticks.
The whalers.
Oh wow. Hey, there's an oldie but goodie. Oldie. It's too bad we couldn't get too bad. Oh, it's got the crest is on the back.
Yeah, on the side.
Ah, there we go, on the side. Ah, that's all right.
That's not bad.
That's all right. Yeah.
Thrift shop finds. Jen is the mistress of it. So there we go.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Now.
All right, I get it.
The Cookie Monster wants his cookies. Go on.
I feel like there's going to be like some sort of secret guy chat going on.
It is.
No.
We're going to talk about dicks, and it's going to be fun.
It's a lot of 4-letter words, and yeah, a lot of.
Exactly. The biggest swinging dick out of all of us.
I have there were times we were out like shopping and whatever, and I kind of had to like back myself up because I felt like we were starting to turn into a slap shot routine, like a slap shot scene.
Yeah. It was basically, she says, "Here, try this one." I'm like, "Listen, if I have to go out there, I'm going to open up this goddamn rubber and wing my dick at him." And everybody here, except with the exception of you, is going to go running for the exits.
Ah, man.
I actually just say that to myself. that whole line. No one has to hand me anything. I'll just say, I grab something out of the closet and I'm like, I'll wiggle my dick at him.
Johnny, you're a party all by yourself, aren't you, brother? You're awesome, man.
There are reasons that I live by myself.
Have you seen the video of I think it was Eric Nystrom?
When he was in Oklahoma.
When he was in Oklahoma.
Or not Oklahoma, Omaha.
Omaha, yeah, doing the striptease on ice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful because he does like this great little figure skating like twirl. He's like ripping his shirt as he twirls, and I'm like, I cannot deal with this. On that note, I can't deal with this either.
Listen, I'm getting the hot and bothered for cookies and Eric Nystrom. So now you got both. You're gonna have to deal with that later tonight too.
All right.
All right. Bye, Jen.
See
back
you.
to Talk Erotica, though.
Yes, you must.
No, you're gonna be back. Screw you. You caused this mess. You caused this mess, and you're gonna see this through.
Yes. Oh my lord! And the Rangers are up 1-0 while we were talking.
Talk soccer.
That's what I said.
You know why? The cookies weren't made in time. And the man.
Lordy.
Did it happen as soon as Jen left the show?
Yes. Okay. I'll hide the.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. Go.
Okay, sure.
No, let the Langway fly. What I called my.
Oh, here's an interesting stat too. The teams that are the remaining playoff teams right now, Montreal and the Rangers are tied for dead last in goals per game. So
nice.
Way to go.
Well, there you go.
Way to go.
Grasp this whole scoring concept, nor have they grasped this whole concept of a power play.
I know. Oh, don't get me started, Jen. Oh my God.
He told you.
Oh man.
It's like Pee-wee. I don't know. It's TV. Like,
TV's
it's
being
really
Bullshit is what we say on this show.
Look, look, they're never going to get rid. They're not going to get rid of Michel Terry, and I wish they would, because I think it's pretty obvious that there's a coaching issue there, because they have guys who can score but can't score, and they have defensemen who can play defense but they don't play defense. So, but they're not going to get rid of Michel Terry, because there's not that many francophone coaches kicking around. So we're going to be stuck with them at least for another year. But what they do need, first of all, they're not going to get anywhere unless they get a true first-line center and a true top two shutdown defenseman. They got plenty of defensemen who can move the puck well, but Emelin's really their only physical guy, and more often than not, he takes dumb penalties when he tries to make his hits. And look who we got for centers, Smurfs, still. So until that issue's resolved, I'm sorry, not going to happen.
Well,
I resemble that statement.
And it's a damn present company excluded, of course, John. but they're wasting a great season, probably a career year for Carey Price. They're wasting it. Absolutely wasting it, and that's the thing that infuriates me the most. I knew they were in trouble in the Ottawa series as I just watched the scoring dry up, and then blow away like sand in the desert. And it's like, these guys are in big trouble. They go up against Tampa Bay like this. And the only reason why they kept it close in Game 1 to go to double overtime is because the Lightning were a tired team just coming off from 2 nights before, having gone through a 7-game war with Detroit. So they got away with the first one. That was Montreal's last at best chance to maybe get a leg up in this series, maybe get some confidence going. It's not happening. You look at it tonight, nothing. You know, I'm looking on my Twitter feed, and all you keep hearing is, you know, why can't somebody teach this team to score? You know, then these guys finish their just this running commentary of how much their offense sucks. And that's the bottom line, man. You need to get a true first-line center in there. And, as I said, a true shutdown defenseman. Without those two, they're screwed. They're going to keep wasting Carey Price until it ends.
Well, the problem right now is positioning, and I don't know who is running their practices. Dear God, make them stop.
Oh,
yeah. But positioning, like, who was it the other night? Was trying to screen the goalie instead of like actually screening him. He was like standing beside him. I'm like, what are you doing?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Eller, yeah.
I think it was probably Eller. But I just, and then with the power play, part of the problem is it's almost like travel back in time when they had Sheldon Souray on the power play. They've got that one guy. It was just the rule was just pass the puck to him and he'll get it to the net.
Drive to the net.
Yeah, and that doesn't work.
No, it sure doesn't. It didn't work when Souray was playing for them.
No, I mean, and granted, Souray had a bomb of a shot.
Sure he did. Sure.
But you can't just build your entire power play around one guy getting to the net. It's just not going to happen.
There's one thing, too, that I think is different from this year compared to last year. They don't have Gerard Gallant as their coach, or as on their coaching staff. They really haven't been. It's like something's been missing since he left. Because last year, and I was reading, I can't remember who was it wrote about this in the Montreal Gazette recently, but it was so, he said last season, when you watch the Habs go through the playoffs last season, until Carey Price got hurt, they almost looked like a team of destiny. You know, they really did. You just had, and even I kind of had that feeling, especially once they got past Buffalo. Once they got past Boston, Buffalo might as well have been Buffalo. But once they got past Boston, in the second,
Buffalo was not the playoff.
Yeah. Oh, I know. But once they got past Boston in the second round, I really had the feeling that this could be the year. This could be the year, because it's like, they can beat the Rangers. They can take these guys. I wasn't even worried when they had that poor start. I was like, that's okay. Game 1, you'll write off, they'll be fine. Then Carey got hurt, and it was just like, they're done. Yeah. You know, Dustin Tokarski, God love him, did his best, but they were done. But at least last year they had that look of a team that could do it, and they just haven't had that look all through this season. And yes, the diehards who don't believe in stats sit down and go, oh, 110 points, taking all these wins, those are the only stats that matter. You're seeing the difference now, kids, aren't you? Yeah. Where's your 110 points now? Yeah.
They left him in the regular season.
And Carrigan has just gotten, I think he's, I don't know, he's like lucky in spite of himself.
Yeah.
I don't know how he doesn't get in his own way more often, but he makes crazy, crazy choices. And I'm generally a sane person, but some of these choices he makes, I just want to, when it comes to this sort of thing.
Oh, yeah.
Once we meant in general, you were
Well, and he's driving Habs bloggers insane. I mean, all this year he's just driven. Andrew Berkshire, who runs the Habs Eyes on the Prize blog. I mean, he's just been beating this gong all year long about Therrien's coaching, and he's not wrong. You know, I mean, yeah, oh God, you have to wonder if Mike Babcock was available and wanted to come and coach Montreal, would they hire him because he doesn't parlez-vous? Even though he played for McGill.
I was going to say, didn't he play for McGill?
Yes, he did. But he's not a francophone, and last time they had an Anglo coach who, you know, could at least speak French, and I don't mean on an intern base, but I mean at least a full-time Anglophone coach was Bob Barry back in the early 80s. That was the last one. So, you know, I mean, it's, yeah.
And part of that problem is the Montreal press themselves.
Oh, that's exactly it. Montreal fans could care. They couldn't care less who to coach it. He could be a frickin' Martian. Doesn't matter. Can you get wins? Can you win the cup? Hail Martians! Hail our Martian overlords! We love you. We don't care. Get a coach that knows what they're doing.
The only people who care are you and the press. They're the only ones who care whether or not you speak French or English or both or neither. I mean, and they're the ones, unfortunately, with the power to hound you right out of town.
Oh yeah, I mean, I give Saku Koivu credit for putting up with all the crap he did for all the years he was there, especially when he was captain. And they kept going, "How come you're not speaking French? How come you're not speaking French?" Funny, I don't need to speak it when we're on the ice and I'm scoring game-winning goals. So now shut up. Yeah, but anyway.
Okay, all right.
Anyway, yeah, enough. Yeah, we're done. Jen and I are done dominating. Yeah, this has been Lyle and Jen's Habs Chat.
Habs Chat, I watched that show.
There you go.
We did this on a regular basis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, tune it.
My people, email your people.
And we'll get this done, yeah.
All right, I'll email you later.
Okay. Johnny, I expect an email from you as well.
Okay.
Just say hey. Yeah, we'll be
email
back
for Jen also.
There you go. Yeah.
All right, Jen will be back for Hockey Rock.
If Mike Babcock does decide that he is leaving Detroit, I expect at least an hour show on his decision.
Oh.
I need this to be LeBron.
It's got to be like LeBron.
I would actually implore him to have to see if he can get the same printers that print up the logos for the draft, and he can go through and be like, number 30. I'm not going to Buffalo.
Not going to Buffalo.
Number 29.
And then he opens it up. Or he goes.
The last three choices.
The Philadelphia Flyers are not getting Mike Babcock. Montreal Canadiens are not getting Mike Babcock. The Edmonton Oilers are getting Mike Babcock. And then their minds.
They go to the again, and he's just like, what?
we did it? Oh my God, we did it!
And meanwhile, yeah, Oilers fans would be doing the happy dance. Well, can you imagine
at the same time they're backing up a literal dump truck filled with cash and just pouring it in wherever Mike Babcock is.
But can you imagine if Mike Babcock decided he wanted to go to Edmonton after they hire Mike Chiarelli and get the first overall pick and which is going to be for Connor McDavid. Now you get one of the best coaches in hockey. Can you imagine coming there? That's the trifecta of happiness. If you're an Oilers fan, you have won the lottery in more ways than one. It's like the gods have finally said, "Oh, okay, we're done. We're done fucking with you now."
Well, who knows? Because they're interviewing Todd McClellan, so there's that. Get that going for us. One of the big news, Lyle, that's not playoff related, was the Lou Lamoriello stepping down as the general manager of the New Jersey Devils after 27 years in that position, and Ray Shero taking over as GM. Lamoriello is going to stay in as president. The question now is, what kind of how much rope is Shero going to get? Is with Lou still being there, is that going to be a factor in terms of the moves that they make or don't make and this, that, and the other? Or do you think Shero is going to actually get as free reign as many people think he should?
Yeah, I'd like to think that he's going to get that free reign. I think that it has to be, because I don't think he would have taken the job otherwise. It doesn't mean that Lamoriello won't have any input. It doesn't mean that he won't consult Lamoriello if he's thinking about making a deal to get the benefit of his advice. But I want to believe that Lamoriello is not going to be sitting there pulling the strings and telling Shiro what to do. That he's not going to be, that Shiro's not going to just be a yes man for Lou Lamoriello. Because let's face it, Lou Lam is what? He's how old is he? 72. Okay, he's always been team president. I had to get a chuckle out of when he said, they say I've been kicked upstairs. Well, I've actually had this job all along. So, so he got off funny. So way to go, Lou. But I think that Lou gonna make, whether he was pushed to make this move or whether he decided it was time for himself, it was the right move to do. It really is, because Lamoriello can't keep doing this forever. And Lou had that golden touch for all those years, and up until recently, hey, he's still capable of pulling off some trade magic when he got Corey Schneider. But you really do get the sense in the last several years that the game's kind of passing Lou by a little bit now, and it's time for a change. And I think that bringing in a guy like Shiro, who's used to working within a salary cap system, is probably and is eager for a second chance to prove himself. And let's face it, he's got a Stanley Cup on his resume. Plus, he came from out of the Nashville Predators system, as you recall. He was assistant GM to David Poile for years. So he's got all those things working for him, and I think he's going to be working within the constraints, obviously, of the Devils. But I think that was a good move on their part, and I think perhaps maybe Lamoriello has acknowledged that it is kind of time to pass the torch.
Yeah, and you got to figure, with the fact that he was coaching part of the season as well, and team president, GM, you got to figure he's got to be worn out by now, because he was coached 3 different times.
Oh yeah.
And like, it's just well,
even if that's just on an interim basis, I mean, three-headed guy like that in today's NHL, that's too much of a workload. It really is. I mean, and it has to wear on you. And as we say, Lou's no spring chicken anymore. So it obviously has to be difficult as well for a guy who, let's face it, is, for lack of a better phrase, let's say top-down type of person like Lamoriello. Okay, he's a control freak. But, But, I mean, it had to be kind of difficult for him to kind of let go, But you've got new ownership there now running the show. They want a fresh change. They still respect Lamoriello, but they want a new guy in the GM chair, because let's face it, the last 5 years, other than that one miracle run to the Cup, they've not been good years for the for the Devils, and Lamoriello has to wear that.
Yeah, and there's hope. Go ahead, John.
No, I was going to say. So does this mean that Scott Stevens and Adam Oates stick around, or does Dan Bylsma just come in?
Well, I wouldn't assume that it's going to be Dan Bylsma. You're not the only. Actually, I know you're kind of joking there, but that that's actually been suggested. I guess this means Dan Bylsma's coming in.
Well, I mean, they've worked together before.
Sure, but that doesn't mean that they're going to do that. It's the same as you got people thinking that if the Bruins fire Claude Julien, well, Peter Chiarelli is automatically going to hire him. No, that doesn't necessarily mean that's the case. I don't think that Dan Bylsma is going to be coming there. But you do raise a good point, though. But I think he's going to bring in his own. He's going to want to hire his own coaching staff, I think.
That's when you see Stevens and or Oates being knocked up to be special advisor to Lou Lamoriello. So.
Well, you already had Adam Oates recently on Hockey Night in Canada there on the panel. Essentially, like I said, they were asking him, how does it feel? Nothing like sticking the dagger in the heart and twisting. It's how does it feel to seeing the Capitals doing well without you? It was pretty much. It was almost like the question is like, geez, can you be more insensitive, guys? Yeah, just you stuck the knife in his heart. Now twist it around a little bit so he really feels that pain. But as he said, I mean, he's happy. He's happy for the team. Obviously, he would be, but he says that, but he said, listen, but it still hurts, not to be, there, but it still hurts. And you could tell he's keen to get back to coaching, but I just based on his comments, I really don't, I think he feels that it's not going to be with New Jersey.
No, I definitely don't think it's going to be. And you got to figure Shiro's going to revamp the whole thing just to try to make things better and try to get them back in the playoffs again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Guy Boucher, Toronto.
Interesting,
rumors that they're talking with him. I don't know what to make of this. On the surface, I think it's a good idea, but in the back end, I think it's just like, how many of these guys are actually going to listen to a guy who's as nutso as Guy Boucher?
Well, it's a little bit harsh of an assessment. I mean, Boucher has had success at pretty much every level. I mean, and he coached the Lightning, into the Eastern Conference Final 4 years ago. So, I mean, he obviously has.
It's also with guys who were younger and much more willing to learn, rather than what you see on the Maple Leafs roster, which is a bunch of guys who you don't know one day or another if they're going to come and bring their 100%.
Yeah, but a lot of those guys aren't going to be on that roster.
True.
Yeah, there are big changes coming this summer, and Kessel and Phaneuf will most likely be gone. At least one of them will. And you got to figure other guys like Lupul, those kind of guys, they're going to be goners because they're blowing this bad boy up and starting fresh. So if you're going to do that, you want a coach who's used to working with younger players who can help them develop. And I think that's why they're at least looking at Boucher to see, if he could be a good fit. Them doesn't mean they're going to hire him, but it is noteworthy that it kind of gives us an idea of where Brendan Shanahan's mind is going with this, because as they said, he's more or less looking outside the box, to coin a phrase. To bring in people to be both his management and his coaching staff. So kind of an interesting choice because, Boucher's been coaching over in Switzerland for the last couple of years, so it's been kind of off the radar a bit, if you will.
In a mountain layer.
Yeah, a mountain layer.
Mountain layer.
Trophies. We don't need no trophies. You know what? The one that stuck out to me, because I couldn't give two shits about the Messier Award.
Who does? What a
I'm looking forward to when McDonald's Canada brings out tiny trophies again, and the Mark Messier Award's one of them.
Maybe so. You know what? Maybe that's the only
one I'm missing out of mine.
Yeah. What is the Mark Messier Award? I mean, every time I've seen it, it looks like it's just a plaque. I mean, you'd think they'd at least make it like a bobblehead doll or something like that.
You'd think that, right? I mean, Mark Messier Leadership Award. Let's see if there's actually a picture, if this is a physical award, or if it's just an award of, knowing.
An attaboy, a little chuck on your shoulder.
There is an actual award. Holy
Pull it
Jesus.
up. Let's see.
Easy,
Hurry up.
ladies.
Hurry up.
Easy, ladies.
Come on.
Here we go. The Mark Messier Leadership Award.
Oh, man.
Is that a 3D hockey player?
It's different hockey players to create a silhouette like the NHLPA old logo.
Oh, my God. Oh, look, with little jerseys for the names. That's so cute.
Wow.
The most useless award ever.
Okay, so let's be honest. If the people that won this award were actually true leaders, they would have fixed the fucking award at this point.
Really would have been fixed the whole
trophy wouldn't look like that anymore. So they're not leading anything.
No, they're definitely following, and they're like, oh yeah, we like this. Yeah, this looks great. I have fucking bullet trophies that look better than this. Come on. Oh my God, that's horrible.
It is an awful, awful trophy.
Oh,
I'm waiting for the year that Mark Messier gives it to himself.
And while we're talking, the Canadians are now 1 for 28 on the power play in these playoffs, and their slow death continues. It like I said, I was, I reached the level of acceptance that the Habs were going to lose this year. Oh, your Capitals have scored! Your Capitals have scored! Your Capitals have scored to tie the game, ladies and gentlemen. Yes! Woo! Woo! Woo!
Technically watching the game off of Lyle's TV and the trophy that's behind.
And it's Burakovsky, ladies and gentlemen, the rookie.
Burakovsky.
The rookie comes through.
Beauty. You know what? I said at the beginning. First, hold on. Two things. First off, when I'm looking up Mark Messier Leadership Award, a picture of Mark Henry comes up.
As it should.
Now that would be an awesome award, the Mark Henry Leadership Award in the NHL.
Amazing.
Mark Henry comes and picks you up and carries you around Vegas for the rest of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Secondly,
he walks out in front and just wires it past Henrik Lundqvist. Lovely goal by the kid.
I said earlier in the year, I was debating with my friend Cribbs, and he he said, yeah, Burakovsky should be here all season. I'm like, no, he needs another year of seasoning. And, like, he played like garbage the first half of the year. He went down to AHL. And
well, he had a good start. No, he had a good start to the season.
He had a
first
good
couple of months, but then first couple of months he was alright. But then after that, by the time he got to late November, he started to kind of,
Yeah, and then I'm just like, no, he needed some time, and now he's showing off what he can do, and that line has been pretty damn good.
Yeah.
What was it? It's Burakovsky, Brouwer, and another B.
Beagle.
Beagle. Yes.
Yeah. And I mean that
the Killer
that line
Bees.
It's a pesky
Killer
Brian
Bees.
Brian Blair and Jim Brunzell are trying to get copyright.
Yeah, big time. But they're the Capitals' Killer Bees, and it's working. I'll tell you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, well, listen, Barry Trotz rolls 4 lines. Everybody knows that. Everybody gets, almost as equal ice time. He's not afraid to roll those lines. Yeah, assisted by Beagle and Gleason. But that was really watch the replay. That was Burakovsky just stripping the puck from Kreider and just walks out from the sideboards and rifled it home. Beautiful goal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Oh, well, listen, hey, they win this one 3-1, and
don't say it. We've been there before.
Stop it. By the way,
Hey, come on, look. My Habs are on the verge of being crushed, okay?
Yeah, we don't need your bad mojo on this bandwagon.
So,
But you know what? Because of that, here we go. A better picture of the Mark Messier Leadership Award with Mark Messier and some random guy. That picture is actually Mark Messier. It's just him, and he's just there.
How big is that award? My God!
Look, he's handling the trophy. Look at him.
Is that one of those? Is that one of those like perpetual motion things? Like if you start it, it won't ever stop. It just keeps knocking into each other back and forth.
Yeah, essentially, it's one of those office balls where you the click clacks.
Yes. And does the guy carrying the award have to be wearing white gloves?
He's actually the night watchman at the Hockey Hall of Fame. They give him this job. He can just carry this stupid.
Stuck a suit on him, and
Would there be a more generic font as well?
It's Times New Roman.
Just slap it on
it's
there.
The same font you see on virtually every bowling trophy ever.
Presented by Bridgestone. Why it's not presented by Lades, I'll never know.
I know.
Or Small Towels.
Just something, yeah. There's something not right about that, yeah.
Speaking of awards, the one that got me was today's award, the Adams Award. Bob Hartley gets nominated. Alain Vigneault gets nominated. I can see those two. All right. Okay, Jen's yelling about things. And then Peter Laviolette gets nominated, which I was surprised about because I sure as hell thought Paul Maurice would be the guy to get nominated for that.
Yeah, and we also got to figure too, Barry Trotz as well. He's done a terrific job with the Capitals this season. I think he would have deserved a nomination.
But at the same time, it's just like Maurice had no defenseman for a time there. He almost suited up.
Yeah,
that's how bad it got. So he did a lot with a little, and I think especially since the Jets made the playoffs, I think he should have been deserving of it too.
Oh, absolutely.
But East Coast bias,
Oh, yeah.
Nashville's much more east than Winnipeg. Everything else is pretty much across the board as I thought.
Well, and everybody expects Bob Hartley's going to win this bad boy.
Oh, yeah.
Even if Paul Maurice had gotten a nomination, which I agree. I mean, he would have been a very worthy candidate as well. But everybody has this going to Bob Hartley, and I think justifiably so.
Yeah, you can't deny. I mean, he did so much with that group of nobodies, and whipped him up to a second-round contender. Here's the question though: do they ride this momentum into Game 4 that they had coming off of Game 3, or is it just a one-hit wonder and they get the win in front of a home fan and then it's over? It's over.
Well, they better be prepared because the Ducks are really going to bring it this time. Not saying that the Ducks didn't in the last game, but I almost had the sense that. I think the Ducks maybe thought that there was kind of a feeling of inevitability to this thing, that they were going to win, especially when they had that lead. It's getting late in the game, It just seemed like, oh, well, here we go. It's inevitable. And then Gaudreau just basically was left all alone and, had all that time and space to just wire that beautiful goal. to set the stage for Backlund sort of seeing eye shot through traffic. But I really think we're going to see that the Ducks they're really going to be motivated in this one. So, yeah, the Flames had better be prepared to ride that, to kind of draw off of that win and the energy of the hometown crowd. But they better be prepared to bring their best game, because the Ducks are certainly going to bring it to the Ducks are going to want to end this quickly. Okay,
Yeah.
5 games, they want this done. So, yeah.
Yeah, because it looks like the Blackhawks are going to take this in 4 games.
Oh my God, the poor Wild.
Looks like the Habs scored.
Oh my God! Who got the goal, Jen?
Jen, who got it? Who got the goal? Brendan Gallagher.
Brendan Gallagher, the Montreal's little ball of hate. Well done, he. Well done, he.
I loved it when he used to smash watermelons.
I know. They made him stop doing that gig, which was so popular in his rookie year. Yeah.
Yeah, it is interesting though that he still wears a helmet that has hair attached.
I know. Yeah, exactly. Even though underneath, bald as a cucumber.
Yep.
Gallagher.
Oh, wrong Gallagher. Sorry.
No. We were all going. I said he gave his bit to his brother.
Yeah.
Gallagher too.
But yeah, no, you were. Yeah.
Oh, you're watching the game in French. Even better.
Oh, that's even better because they go.
And you're yelling expletives in English. So. Go for it. If we pick it up, we pick it up.
Collies, tap it on that.
Yeah, we don't care.
Butter to cool. Okay. Wait for the butter to cool.
But,
Watch your French fight.
Was that French?
I guess.
I guess.
Hockey Erotica in 15.
Hey-o. But yeah, you were saying though about the Wild and the Blackhawks there. I mean, man, the Wild just can't. You talk about a team that's in another team's head. That's a Blackhawks into the Wild's heads because man, they just can't seem to beat these guys.
It was so nice though that the Blackhawks were able to call up that Patrick Kane kid for the playoffs.
Yeah.
That was
nice. Yeah, that was a little, yeah.
It was really nice.
I mean, listen, he really was injured. He was injured as bad as it was. But, as I said, yeah, kind of helps. He was injured for the rest of the season, so you got cap space. You can go out and acquire Antoine Vermette, Kimmo Timonen,
It's weird because Stan Bowman, when he gave the press conference about how injured Patrick Kane was, he's like, yeah, he might not be ready for next season. That was the weirdest part.
And then he turned and he's like, I just told him that he might not even play next season.
And everybody's going, like, stop, no, you're going to ruin it for
No, we'll do it later. Later. Oh, God. But yeah, I mean, that's been a nice little addition. 102 points and 100. Was it 102 or did he
102 and 102, my friends. Yeah, point per game. That kid. Well, that's the thing with Patrick Kane now. I mean, we can, he's overcome that, the immaturity of his earlier years. I mean, since 2013, he's just unbelievable, an unbelievable talent for them. And but how about Corey Crawford? Shook off a bad first round, and he's just been dominating the Wild as this series goes on. They're just finding it harder and harder to score against this guy.
You know what the funny thing is about Patrick Kane? No 100-point season.
I know.
Highest is 88.
Yeah, but that's
the irony.
But that's more the fault though of the decline that we're seeing in offensive production because of
Sure, but like 130-goal season, which is astonishing given the fact that he's got 37 playoff goals, and I mean it's amazing what he's been able to do in the second season. It's astonishing to me. How well he turns it under in the playoff. Like, he is the consummate playoff guy.
Oh, absolutely. Well, hey, got a consummate trophy to prove it. Mm-hmm. He and Jonathan Tace. I mean, the pair of them. Pick a guy.
When is the door shut for them in terms of being one of I guess talked about as the Final Four for the Stanley Cup?
This year
or is it next year?
I think it's this year. I think it's this year. Well, because as I said, I mean they've got $65 million tied up in payroll. The cap, if they're lucky, is going to go up to maybe $71.5 million. Probably not going to go that high. I'm guessing it's going to hit $70 million because the PA is going to vote against their escalator clause, and then the two sides are going to have to meet and arrive at a mutually beneficial or mutually agreed upon cap figure. So probably 70.5 is what you're going to look at. So a smidgen increase. They've got to shed salary. They got to re-sign Brandon Saad, and that guy is going to, $4 million a season is what you have to be looking at for this guy. I dare say they're probably going to try and get him on a bridge deal, but regardless, $3 to $4 million a season. They got to re-sign Marcus Kruger, and they've got to move out some salary, which is going to leave some holes in their roster, just like it did 5 years ago. The question being is, will Stan Bowman be able to build them back up again? Because the last time he was paying for the sins of Dale Talent. Now he's paying for his own. And it's going to be, okay, you got to shed salary again. How long will it take you this time to build it back up? I mean, Taves and Kane, with the depth of talent they got on their roster, they're going to be a playoff team. They're not going to be gutted so bad they'll miss the playoffs. But as you're saying, as a Final Four club, I think for this current group, this is going to be their last hurrah, and they know it. They want to win a cup with this one because they know it could be 2, 3, 4, 5, or who knows, maybe longer before they'll ever get that shot again.
Went to the Ducks from the Wild, Tampa Bay. We went through that. Went through the Caps, and all right. We'll talk about a little more news if you don't mind, Lyle. If you mind, Johnstown, PA, you named U.S. Hockeyville. Yay!
Oh yeah.
Boy.
Contain yourself, Johnny. Come on. Oh, yeah.
You know what? Have you ever been to Johnstown, PA, Lyle?
No, I can't say I've had the pleasure.
No one outside of Johnstown has ever been.
I actually was there for a night. You know what the best part about Johnstown, PA is? And it's a great city, old mining town. You know what the best part about that place is?
What's the best part?
Packing up and getting the fuck out of there. Because that town is... Whew.
So you're saying the best part of Johnstown is the road that leads out of Johnstown?
Exactly.
There's only one road.
Yeah, it's Smith's Road. Amazing. So yeah, I mean, good for them, I guess. They lost the Chiefs many years ago, and I guess they want to redo the War Memorial just to get another ECHL team in there. Who knows? But there they are. Nassau Coliseum. That was heartbreaking seeing those pictures.
Yeah. Well, but by the same token, though, again. We talked about this, I think, last week. I would have felt much more upset or felt a lot more heartache if, as I said, if they were moving across the country, if they were being... They're just moving down the road. They're still the Islanders. They're just moving down the road. I mean, it's the same thing when people were like, Montreal, when they closed the Forum, the Forum's closed. It's like, guys, they're just moving down the street, okay? They're not moving to another city and gone forever. They're moving to a better building.
We're still here.
And I mean, it's like when Maple Leaf Gardens got turned into
the grocery store.
Grocery store,
basically.
I mean, and honestly, when you look at it, it was probably the best thing because that's somewhere where you're going to get the home team sweeping constantly. So that's always a good thing to have. See, it's a grocery joke, and they sweep up.
So was it just me that didn't realize that they used like a backhoe and heavy machinery to get the ice
didn't know
out?
that? You didn't know that?
Yeah,
No,
I think you are the only
I just kind of assumed
awkward.
that they turned off the
Just let it all
refrigeration
melt,
system and it melted, and then they used like a big shop vac and like put it out back or something.
Just pump it out.
Guy sitting there with a hat, cigarette dangling out of his mouth.
One guy that would come out with like his waders on, and he would pull the plug, and then and the whole thing would just drain down into the bottom.
He would just
he
would squeegee like layers off by the day. Just squeegee it off.
Well, I mean, it'll evaporate at some point, right?
Exactly.
So I was like, what are they doing with the heavy? What? Well, where are they taking the ice?
Here's my question: how much is that stuff going to go for when they sell it at auction? Like, you got to figure some rabid fanatics are going to go crazy for that stuff, and
like the ice that they used at the old Igloo.
Yeah.
They sold that off.
But that was mostly because of Jean-Claude Van Damme, if nothing else.
True.
Sudden Death was a great theater film.
Plus, they could use the Lemieux gimmick and take some of the ice to the new arena and dump it on, so the tradition continues.
Exactly. There you go. And that part of the ice will own the rest of the part of the ice, looking for back money from the ice. Back ice money. All right.
Backus is getting money?
Yep, David Backus getting the money.
That's nice.
Anyway. All right, right, so we talked Mike Babcock off the hop a
Mhm.
little bit. They say the end of this month or by this month or something like this month. What percentage-wise are you giving him re-signing in Detroit? Like,
I'm going to say 50-50 right now.
yeah,
I
don't
mean,
know
all.
as much of a slam dunk as we all thought it might be.
Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, I've thought that, look, this is just going to be. He just wants, going to get more money. He'll resign with them. He's going to go just playing hardball to get the deal he wants. But that press conference right after Game 7, where he was just, the frustration was just there. Where just, that basically just saying we're not good enough, and. After that press conference, my degree of certainty fell to, okay, I'll give it 50-50. As I said, Kenny Holland's got a hell of a sell job. And, of course, it's like Babcock said. I mean, it also comes down to family as well, and those issues. It's more than just money. It's his family, and if they're, if they feel ready to move and that sort of thing. But, going to be interesting, that's for sure.
Yeah, and we got McClellan out there.
Yep.
We got Baalsma. We got Boucher, who's hanging up, or who's showing up.
Tortorella's still out there.
Torts is still out there. Why wouldn't he be? You got Dallas Eakin, who's out there, who apparently was talking to Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Who else we got out there? There's a cavalcade, and that's not even counting assistant coaches.
Oh, Mike Milbury wants to come back to Boston.
He does. Why wouldn't he want to come back?
Oh God! If they actually hire Mike Milbury, I will laugh.
Oh, that would be the best day ever.
And
please.
laugh.
Please.
That would
I want that to happen.
It'll be
the worst way I want that to
It'd
happen.
be almost. Listen, this would top the Lightning hiring Barry Melrose to come back and coach.
It's true.
On Monday, I actually got
that.
to listen to NBC broadcasters because it was Bob McKenzie and Keith Jones.
It is true. Though I have to say, Brian Boucher is doing a hell of a job on the desk for the late games. Shout out Brian Boucher doing some work with Anson Carter. My goodness, that's
the NHL Network, or is that NBC?
No, that's NBC. I think that's USA. I think they relegated them to USA. They're going to be starring in a remake of the TV show Psych. So it's going to be great. It's going to be good times. But yeah, no, Brian Boucher's he's becoming a star there in the NBC. And, hey, they won't miss Mike Milbury because they already got another blowhard in JR, so they're fine. But yeah, I mean,
not a fan of JR, I take it.
I small doses.
Yeah.
Small doses, I can take them, but boy howdy, yeah, I'm like, wow, I don't regret not living in U.S. all the time. I don't regret this one bit. All right, so whatever. It is what it is. It's funny. Me and Jen were searching through our TV listings, several TV listings, legal TV listings to find Bob Cole, and we found him. Like it was like. Took us 17 legal TV listings on our cable system, definitely cable system, to find Bob Cole in the CBC feed because
nice.
Bob Cole may be old, but damn, does he know how to call a game?
Oh, and the thing was, and this just goes to show the difference. 10 years ago, there was this growing feeling that the CBC's got to fire Bob Cole. He's getting old. He gets the names wrong. Blah blah blah. He calls too many Leafs games and he doesn't know the players on the other teams. Blah 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 blah. But boy, in the last 5 years, has that ever changed? It's like people have realized that, when you listen to these other guys call the games, except for Doc, who calls the games for NBC. No, listen, he doesn't do a bad job. But
I'm not a fan, though.
I know, but he doesn't do a bad job.
Yeah.
But nobody calls a game with the drama that puts the drama into it like Bob Cole does. All the rest of these guys, it's, there's just something missing. It's just not the same. And I think a lot of people now, you're starting to see sort of this resurgence of people going, Bob Cole, not so bad after all. It's like, and the guy's 82 or 83. I think a lot of people also realize he don't going to have very many more years left calling games. So, yeah. And they put him on the Chicago-Minnesota one again. So.
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see him doing that. And then, I think it's good that he doesn't call as many games because it makes all the games he calls very special.
I agree. Very, very special now. It's like, he will definitely get to call games in the conference finals. It'll probably be the Western Conference one, I would imagine, because they're giving the Eastern one to Jim Houston. And of course, then Jim Houston will get the
Cup final.
The Cup final. But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely looking forward to our pal Bobby Cole calling calling whatever conference one. Let's say it'd probably be the Western Conference one.
And I tell you what, Sportsnet has screwed up a lot of things.
Mm.
That's it. That's all I wanted to say.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Sportsnet has screwed up a lot of things.
A lot of things. Pass the beer nuts.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of things. Moving on. Putting Bob Cole out there for the playoffs, perfect. And always having the Marty Jelena 2004 goal ready. Perfect.
Oh, wow.
Man, they used the hell out of that one yesterday.
Hell, during the game, it was just like if this seems familiar to you, and it's just like, oh my God, it does. It's the Marty Jelena goal, and as soon as I said that, boom, there's the Marty Jelena non-call, and but I understand why the league didn't.
Oh yeah.
Why they overruled it, and I agree with them. It's the overhead. It's the overhead shot that's their conclusive. And it wasn't conclusive from that. From that one camera angle, yes, it looked in. But you looked at all the other ones, it wasn't conclusive. And if it's not conclusive, you gotta go. You gotta call again. But fortunately, this time, it didn't burn the flames. Ha ha! Little pun. Thank you.
So I have a weird question though about cameras. Didn't we see pictures of goalposts that had cameras in them before the playoffs?
I thought we did. Didn't that something that was going to be a thing or something they're looking at doing?
Is that used, or is that like a next year thing? Because I haven't seen a single video from any of the goalpost cams.
Yeah, no, not this year. But I think it's something they've talked about that they want to put it, which I'm all for.
Right.
I mean, come on. In today's world, technology, good God, yes, you can do this.
Well, John Shannon had. Tweeted that the goalpost stuff, they're testing it out, but nothing has been conclusive in terms of having something that would work. Like, they've been testing out here, there, and everywhere in certain games, but nothing that it's prototype stuff.
Yeah.
Like, the rollout's not, because you can't use it, they're not using it in all series. I think they're just using it as a prototype. You can't go to that vision as the end all be all, at least.
Well, it'd have to be all wireless, right?
Absolutely.
Oh,
yeah.
and would it or would it not make the HD cameras obsolete that every arena had to install for the NHL? I feel like, is it being used in place of those cameras, or is it being used as in supplement to those cameras? Because I think that I would be pretty pissed off if I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars to outfit my arena with all these HD cams that the NHL told us we needed 10 years ago, and then all of a sudden somebody's like, hey, look, cameras in the goalposts.
But that's technology, though. You've got to go with what's going to give you the edge. That's the inevitable thing. If that wasn't the case, we'd all still be listening to CD players. So
I do.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have a 50-disc CD player upstairs.
Oh my, okay.
He's straight balling, son.
Yes. I'm actually quite happy because Google Drive recently has been giving me some good CDs. Today they gave me a free CD of the classical music. And then last week it was the best of Toto.
That's right, you were saying.
The best of Meatloaf. So
very, very short CDs, both of them.
Got some good music recently. Well, no, the Meatloaf CD is actually quite long, but it has 4 songs on it. So
well, that's the thing. I mean, but you're basically all the music from Bat Out of Hell and Bat Out of Hell 2 Back into Hell. So
Yes.
All right, Lyle, do we have anything else to talk about, or do we go right to the smut?
I think we need to go to the smut, because Jen's back and we've got to see her reaction. So.
Yep. And she's reading her own book to not.
Yeah,
react.
She's trying. Yeah, I'm not listening to this crap. Uh-oh.
Scotty just pulled his headset out.
When he said he just pulled his, oh god, please say headset,
Well, you never know.
He's not cupping any sex yet, so we should be fine.
Yet.
Yes.
Here we go. This is apropos because it's from Melting the Ice. We're taking an excerpt from Melting.
Okay, wait a minute. I've got to have the Masterpiece Theater intro. Good evening, and welcome to another edition of the Face Off Hockey Show, Hockey Erotica. This week, Scotty Waz reads another extract from the hockey erotic novel, Melting the Ice.
She continued to roll over him, the lotion making her body slick. Lifted, then slid down his body, touching him everywhere with her breast and sliding her still bikini-clad pussy against his At this point, she wasn't sure who was more tortured, him or her. She stood planting her feet on either side of his hips. Now roll over on your back. He turned over, smiling up at her as he did. Now there's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. He made her feel bold and beautiful. She kneeled beside him and put sunscreen on his legs, massaging him the way he had done hers. She wanted him to feel as good as he always made her feel. She straddled his hip and sat, then swept her palms over his chest and shoulders. He grabbed her wrist. Your hands are so soft. Do you know how hard I get when you touch me? She shifted, sliding over his cock. Yeah. Take your bikini bottoms off and let me lick your pussy. Shuddering at the prospect, she stood and untied rings at her hips, then pulled away the material and tossed it to the side. Now come sit on my chest and let me suck your clit. I want you to scream for me.
Physically possible.
It's romantic. Grabbing the smaller towel next to them, she leaned forward, bracing her hands on the seat then as she lowered her sex to his face. Drew grabbed her butt and buried his face in her pussy. He licked the length of her. A rush of heat and pleasure engulfed her that she was looking down at him. Could watch his eyes as he explored every inch of her, and was the most intimate thing she'd ever experienced. He rocked against his face, already close, as he flicked his tongue around the sensitive bud, then closed his lips around it and sucked. His mouth was pure heaven, his tongue a thing of the devil himself, as he flicked it over her clit and laid it flat against her, and oh, the things he did to her. Put his tongue inside her, then pulled out, rolling his tongue over her clit again, tingling vibrations. Shot through her. She tilted her head back, letting the sensation go around her until she couldn't hold back. Her climax was like an explosion, setting her nerve endings on fire at the center of her core. Drew cried out as she came. He dug his fingers into her hips as her orgasm rocketed through, leaving her sweaty and breathless. When the trembling subsided, she slid back, laying on top of him so she could catch her breath. Your heart is beating fast, he said, as he stroked her back. She smiled. I might need some cold water to drink. Drew wrapped his arms around her and then sat up. I'll go get it. Dangling her legs in the water while Drew went inside. He came out with 2 glasses of water and a condom packet. Oh! She took.
I'm hoping it's like an Alka-Seltzer. You can like drop it in the water.
He took the glass of water he offered, drank at his still very obvious erection. Yeah, I'm gonna fuck you out here. She got up and grabbed the water. I certainly hope so. After she took the drink, she laid her glass on the table. How about a swim? Good idea.
Okay, now question. I want actual proof that that is not a porno script.
So here's the part that I really like about this week's reading.
Oh my god, that's
yes, Johnny.
The part that I really like about this week's reading is that at some point in the middle of the sitting on the chest climax scene, it's like the writer reached a point where she just couldn't. I think it's a she. Couldn't say anything more and just like stopped the sentence. It was like, oh wait, like I can't tell you more. And then it's like, and then this happened, and I kind of take that as like crap. What is it? The ADHD section of the thought process. It was like she just stopped writing. It was like, you know what? I think I'm gonna take a nap. And came back and forgot where she was, and she's like, oh wait, I should start over.
It's so strange because she had no problem using the word pussy and the word cock and all of that, but then all of a sudden she lowered her sex to his face. Really, that's one spot where you could not possibly use a normal dirty word? Really?
No, nope.
What?
It would have taken it right into rated R for the books.
And it's probably a good thing that we had the hockey erotica, because with 1.1 second left, Tyler Johnson beats the buzzer, gives the Lightning a 2-1 win and a 3-0 series lead. Because Michel Therrien, apparently, from what I've been reading quickly on Twitter, had his fourth line out for the final.
He's done that in the past. You remember a couple of years ago when he was coaching the Habs before? It was an overtime game, and the Habs had a crucial face-off, and rather than send out their usual face-off guy, he sent out the backup, and they lost. And then afterwards, they asked him, why did you send out this player instead of that player? And he said, well, it's overtime. You have to use the backups more.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, that's just...
I kid you not. That was the exact reason for overtime logic. Brain explode. Gah.
All right. Well, to ease that, I've got another bonus.
Oh God.
Bonus.
Oh God.
Here we go.
There's more talk of dropping condoms into water.
Oh God.
I want to do that at some point. I want to walk out with two cups of water and be like, oh, look what I found in my kitchen. Condoms.
Oh, by the
Interesting
way.
place to keep them.
When he rose, he took her mouth in a devastating kiss that kept the sensations rolling. He lifted her leg and eased inside her. Your pussy is still quaking, he said. It tightens around me and makes me want to come hard inside. She loved the way he talked to her during sex, the open, honest way he shared what he felt. You got anything to do?
No.
Okay, good. You make me crazy, the things you do to my body. He gripped her butt and held her while he made love to her achingly slow, easing his cock in, slided part way out until she was on the ragged edge, gripping his shoulders and propelling herself forward to impale herself on his shaft. She wanted more, needed all of him inside her.
Burakovsky scored again. There's 24 seconds left.
More hockey erotica. She wanted more, needed him inside her, and then he thrust deeply. She growled, taking his lower lip between her teeth and neck. He growled back at her. As lost as she was in animal passion that drove them, he pushed her back against the wall and increased his thrust, pummeling her until she cried out as sweet release seared her. Drew let go too, pumping furiously into her, shuddering his release, his fingers digging into her flesh as he poured into her. Her legs shaking, Drew palmed the wall next to her and held on to both. Good thing you were in the shower, he said, because you made me sweat again.
Just like lift porn after porn after porn. Like, I don't know how to write sex scenes, so I'm just gonna borrow some porn.
I don't know. I got a half job going.
I'm gonna go teach her. Like, no, this is how it goes.
You realize it's probably a pseudonym, and it's probably a guy who wrote this.
He's
Probably.
13. He's already figured this out.
To be fair, Lyle, I don't think a 13-year-old would use his sex.
No, it would be, and then he took his cock, and he took her pussy, and the cock, and the pussy.
There would be a lot more vaginas in there.
Boobies.
Yeah, boobies. Oh, yeah.
The word orgasm is only in here 19 times.
Let me guess, Sylvester, like, climaxed.
You want to
reach the peak.
You want to guess how many times sex is in there?
64. 69. No, I didn't mean that.
All right, 149, 69. Johnny?
I'm going to say 413.
All right, 113.
Hey, for the win.
Cock is in here 74 times.
And the cock crowed 74 times.
Pussy's only in here 35.
Well, for you cat lovers, you come out on the short end there, so there you go.
Bud is 48 times. Bud shows up.
Bud. Hey, Bud.
Climax only 13. So
Oh, such a shame.
it is. All right. Well,
That was weird.
So apparently there's
Yeah.
17 minutes left in the third period.
Yeah, and there's,
24 seconds in.
And a brawl was taking place too. So
yeah, Gleason just got hit from behind.
yeah, he got carved on his cheek. Was just keeping an eye. Well, Scotty was I was glancing up and saw that, but
well, yeah. You can't, it's too hot. It's too sexy, Lyle.
Well, that's the thing. It's just you
You
reach.
gotta back off a little bit. We're just pounding her up against the wall.
I just like when you did it with your aggressive voice there last time.
Yeah.
You said,
Bang a pussy! Slide inside her, pulling her as he came and released. Put in and then stuck on it hard and fast.
These videos will be used as a point, I'm sure.
I know you can't overdo that one. You can't overdo that one, but
Or in the future, one day, he's going to come to you and say, "So, saw this thing?"
Are you kidding me? I'm cutting a CD for it. I'm getting all the hockey eroticas, put it on a CD, and say, "Here, kid, listen to it when you're 12." I'm not to write shittily.
oh my, yeah, big time. Oof. Woo.
All right, Lyle. Well, it's been really fun.
It has been. It has been. Yeah.
And we'll talk to you next week. We'll be conference finals by that time.
Conference final. Are you still going to be there, or are you going to be?
I will be. I leave tomorrow for the long trek home.
If I let him leave.
If she doesn't kidnap me.
Kidnap him. Yeah, you'll both be happier.
I've got a passport. It's fine.
Yeah, just that long drive. That is a long drive full of nothingness, though, isn't it? Saskatchewan.
Well,
I told you the Indians named it Saskatchewan, meaning let's move on and find a better place.
Exactly. I didn't get to the border until midnight.
Oh.
And I left at noon.
Oh man.
So.
What? Wow. Yeah.
Traffic on the 1A, man. It's the worst.
Boy.
But yeah, I think I might have to go through Montana.
Yeah,
yes.
I think you're right. That would you probably cut down on your time. You really would. I think going. Yeah.
Although it says it's an hour more, which I don't believe.
I don't know, man. I mean, if you were delayed that much,
Yeah, but that was going through what was it? It was by Sate, by Strathmore, and then Medicine Hat. It was all in Alberta.
Wow.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And then Saskatchewan's just like, we'll just throw tar anywhere. Drive over.
Yeah. There you go.
Fine. Don't worry about it. It's good.
All right. All right.
Well, thanks, Lyle, and we shall talk to you soon. Say goodbye to Lyle.
Bye, Lyle.
Bye, Jen.
See you next
See you,
week,
Johnny. See you, Scotty.
Bye. There he goes. What are you saying bye to Johnny? He's still here.
Oh, is he?
Bye, Lyle.
Okay, I thought we were
There he
all
goes.
done.
No, we're not. We're gonna say shout-outs. So.
Oh, okay.
And we say, hey, Johnny, give us some shout-outs.
She already did.
You say.
Hey, Johnny, give us some shout-outs.
Thank you.
Yeah. I will shout out Jed being on the show.
Yay!
It's fun talking to Jed. What else?
I'm not sure why, because I just rant a whole bunch and go, ah!
And then sandbags.
You're sandbagging it was good.
Okay,
Yeah,
go
don't
ahead.
burn the cookies.
No, it's some other things. But yeah.
And a shout out to DC United, who apparently is playing pretty well this year. I'll be going to a DC United game. I'll be out. I think I'm not part of next week's show.
Okay.
Because I'll be at the DC United game next Wednesday. Yes.
Okay.
We're going to see Steel Panther.
Oh wow.
Tuesday night in Baltimore, and then DC United on Wednesday night.
Man.
I have a shout out Steel Panther. I looked up some pictures for Steel Panther fans. I was trying to figure out if I needed to wear any like Lamb rock gear to the concert. and all I saw were tits. So I'm really happy about this concert, actually.
Sounds like a good thing for you, my friend.
There were some good tits too. I have a shout out to Cupping Sex also. Here's to Cupping Sex.
Nice.
All right, I'm out.
All right. Jen's doing some things there, so shout out to her because being so generous and letting me crash her place and hanging out and all the other fun stuff. It's been a fun time. I don't want to leave here because Calgary stinks, and a lot of things so much cheaper down here, man. Jesus Christ. So we got that going for us. Shout out Kmart because there's apparently several of them here.
Are you keeping American money and changing it back into Canadian money when you get back?
Goddamn right I am. Keeping some
get rich quick scheme right there.
Pyramid scheme only bound to work perfectly. No backfalls there. What else? Shout outs. Yeah, shout out to it was a nice trip. It was a good trip, but that's pretty much all I have done in the past week. So shout out to that, and I'll see my peoples on Friday, which will be all right. And then Scotty Wad's got some decisions to make, so it's gonna be soul searching this 15-hour ride back home through Montana, just looking at nothing. Oh, look, another planes. Hey, look, more planes. Great. Hey, like a lake.
Just don't believe that planes in the night sky are like shooting stars.
No, I don't, because I'd be freaked out and making wishes. Never coming true. No, in any case, that's it. That's all. For Johnny P, I'm Scotty Watts. Take care of yourself and someone else. It's been Face Off Hockey Show on faceoffhockeyshow.com, which is also our Tumblr. Check us out on Facebook at FOHS Radio and Twitter, Face Off HCKY Show. But until next week, we'll join you. Hopefully, well, I'll join you. Who knows what Johnny's going to be at the Steel Panther and DC United and everything, and Mark may or may not be here. So he could be with Uncle Scotty. Who knows? But until next week, guys, peace.